Good morning, noon, or night. Again, I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this, but I know it's been a few weeks since I've seen you guys, but there's some things that we've got to talk about. So here I am. Give me a few minutes if you're just scrolling through your feed so I can kind of explain to you what we have going on this week and what to prepare for here at Calvary Chapel Monrovia. So big news coming down from President Trump declaring all churches essential and important and giving them the power and the ability to start congregating again locally. So what does that mean for us at Calvary Chapel Monrovia? That means a few things. We are going to be putting on services. So hopefully you tuned in and streamed our service yesterday morning where Pastor Richard spoke about we are going to be starting services. We're going to have 3 of them at 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., and 11:30 a.m. But our services are not going to be, in the beginning at least, the services that you're going to be so used to. Things are going to be a little different. And so I'm here to tell you a little about what those services are going to look like and some of the guidelines and rules that we're putting in place to keep you guys safe and to abide by the CDC and local authority guidelines. Okay, so one of the big things is if you're 65 or older, or if you have a pre-existing lung condition or something that could put you at greater risk, if you're in one of those high-risk categories, we want to encourage you to stay home. We strongly urge, and we even insist, we'll say, that you still cannot come to service here locally. We want to keep you safe, and until the CDC begins to release those kind of restrictions on more at-risk groups, we want you guys to stay at home. So if you're 65 or older, we want you to stay at home. And the good news is that we're going to continue to stream out all of our services. We're going to continue to put all the content out that we've been putting out. So you're still going to be able to stay connected in the same way that you have been. But we just want to give the higher at-risk groups a little bit more time for this to kind of work itself out. And again, this could change in a week, a month, 2 months. We don't know when this is going to change. So we encourage you, if you're 65 or older, or you're a high risk group person, you belong to that group, please stay home. Please do not attend the services that we will have locally. So when I say attend services locally, yes, we will be having services here in the building, but that's going to entail some new restrictions, some new guidelines. So some of those things are masks are going to be mandatory. We're going to need, if you choose to come to service here, you to bring and wear your mask while you are here. You're going to see a lot of things different. Our sanctuary is way more spaced out. There's only about 60 seats in the sanctuary. So that's kind of a big deal. How are we supposed to fit our huge congregation into only 60 seats? Well, that's part of the reason we went to 3 services. Along with that, we are actually going to be taking reservations to our services. It's going to be like a concert kind of. So on the website, you're going to see a link to something called Eventbrite. It's an event planner that we're using, and you will actually need to go on to the website, ccmonrovia.org, click on the link that talks about Eventbrite and getting reserved seating for our services, and you will actually need to reserve your space. Technically, you're going to be getting a ticket. No, we're not charging anything, so don't worry, but you will need to reserve your ticket on Eventbrite, and you can find that link on the ccmonrovia.org website. Along with the things that are changing in the building, we still will not be having children's or youth ministry, well, technically youth ministry here on campus. And so we are asking if children are older than 12 that they with their parents, reserve seating in the main sanctuary services. So if you're 12 and older, you can sit with your family. Any children under the age of 12, we're asking that you still stay home until we roll out some more guidelines and we kind of work a little bit more of this out. So 12 and older can participate in the main sanctuary service here with their families. 11 and under, we ask that you continue to stay home until we figured out how to navigate this whole children's ministry thing. Along with that, I saw some comments on our social media. We want to encourage you. Look, we love you, but you cannot, if you come to service, hug people. You cannot hug people. Let me repeat that. You cannot hug people. If you need a hug, hug yourself, hug Jesus, bring a teddy bear, whatever you need to do, but please do not hug other people when you come into service. Again, we need to continue to practice social distancing and be careful with the communication and the spreading of the virus if there is. So no hugging, no high-fiving, no none of that. We really want, even though we're going to be here locally, we think that there's going to be something good and wonderful about that God's going to use that us just being together in fellowship, but we still need to do our best to maintain and keep up with those social distancing guidelines, all right? And so let me also just say this. This is going to be different for a little bit of time, and we are going to be constantly updating and shifting and moving because this situation is fluid. So I want to encourage you, please just stay updated looking at by watching and going on our social media feeds, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram, and by streaming out the services. Pastor is going to continue to give updates. And so all of those things are things to keep in mind. So again, we understand that this is different. This isn't what you're used to, but this is more than what we've had for 2 months. So let's be thankful to the Lord. Remember, you're going to go on the website, ccmonrovia.org, to reserve you or your family's space as long as you are 64 and under. And if not, you're going to continue to stream the services online. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I hope not. Well, if you have any more questions or you're unsure about how all of this is going to play out, I want you to send an email to info@ccmonrovia.org, or you can call the church office at 626-359-5116, and you can speak with us. We'll get back to you almost instantly on the info@ccmonrovia.org email. So just reach out to us if you're not sure how all of this is going to go or whatever. And the hope is that we're going to get to see some of you next Sunday. And soon and very soon, we hope we're going to get to see all of you with all of these restrictions and things done. So remember, this is an answer to prayer that we're even able to come back into this building and meet together and sing together and worship together. But remember, it's going to be a process of reopening everything and getting back to normal. So we just want you to keep praying. We want you to keep seeking the Lord, and we're excited. We can't wait to see you next Sunday. Make sure you go online, ccmonrovia.org, to get and reserve your ticket for one of our 3 Sunday services. Wednesdays are going to continue being streamed, not in the building. So don't worry about Wednesdays right now. Just focus on the changes happening Sunday. So I think that's all I got. Reach out to us. We love you. We're praying for you. We're so excited with what the Lord's doing, with what's happening right now. So keep praying, and we'll see you soon. All right. God bless you. Bye-bye.